Hello there, Aries. It's so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today I am doing your May career and money tarot reading. So we'll take a look at the overall energies with the oracle cards, and then we'll move to the tarot for more details. And if you're enjoying the content that I create, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, or subscribing. I really do appreciate all of your support. Okay, Aries, let's get into your reading. Giraffe spirit, see the big picture. Right off the sense, right off the bat, I get this sense that you are understanding that all of the obstacles that you have gone through or overcome in your career and money sector are helping to bring you into alignment with the perfect the perfect thing. It's kind of like, oh, now I get it. It's really interesting. Conclusions are within reach. Yep. I feel like you're having that aha moment, Aries. I love to see this because, you've had some difficult energies in your readings for most of 2022. And it's this energy of finally saying, oh, okay, I get it. Ready to embrace it. And look at all that orange, coming through. The sacral chakras. Really coming into your creativity, looking beyond your fears. It's so interesting. I'm looking at this card and, you have the full moon there, but the trees, I'm kind of seeing them like the Nine of Wands. It's kind of like you've almost, the moon represents our subconscious fears. It's almost as if you have been blocking off these fears because it's almost been like too much. Like, you overcome something. And I think a lot of you from your comments and stuff, there's been a lot going on in like your personal life, not just your career and money sector. And so there's this energy of blocking off things that you're not quite ready to deal with. And now it's kind of like having the courage, a little bit of the courage, Aries, to step in and say, okay, I'm ready for this conclusion. I'm ready to read the final chapter. It's kind of like you've been reading a mystery novel, like a murder mystery novel or something. And it's kind of like, like you're finally getting to the last chapter. You're going to find out who did it, who done it. And it's this energy of saying, okay, I got through all of that and now I'm ready for the big reveal. I feel like it's like the big reveal. Wow. Okay. Yeah, manifesting something. And look at the yellow and the orange coming out again. It's really really interesting. The second and third chakras. And go the distance. Look at all of the yellow and the orange. Stepping into this energy of really getting back to your inner child. The baby elephant here is kind of standing out to me too. The energy of, okay, I see the finish line. It's like going the distance. I see the finish line and I'm heading that way. The elephants, heading towards the final, I don't want to say the final destination. I think it's like the finish line of a very difficult cycle for you. And kind of like embracing that energy of saying, oh my goodness, yeah, look, this is really trying to pop out. This is your present energy. New beginnings. Understanding, okay, I went through that difficult chapter of my life. That was really painful. And I know that it was for many of you, Aries. And I send you hugs and love because it's kind of like, okay, I'm finally to the end. And I'm ready to embrace the next chapter. For some of you, I think you've gone through heartbreak, the ending of relationships that you thought would last a long time, but or careers, or some of you in your comments have really talked about some true loss that you have had in your life. And it's kind of like, but you kept on going, you know, like you had the strength and the courage to just keep standing up. They're saying, you know, you just stood up. You just kept getting up. You didn't let anything keep you down for long. And, you know, it's this energy of, okay, I just have this last chapter of the book to read. I just have this last step. You know, I can see the moon. I'm almost there. I'm ready to go the distance. You know how when you get to the end of like a race, or you know, like you have something big that you've been working on a long time, like a project, or you know, like a home improvement project or anything, and it's like you can see the end is in sight after so much time and energy. You can see the end in sight. You almost get inspired. You know, you get that burst of energy. I do 5Ks, and I'm not a big runner, but I do 5Ks. And when you see the final, the rope, the final finish line, right? It's kind of like, okay, I can finish this. Like I got through all that. I just have this last little bit to go. I feel like you're kind of in that. You're kind of getting ready to embrace this new beginning. You're getting excited about it, if for no other reason than because, okay, that means if I start something new, whether it is a new job, a new career, a new business. For some of you, I feel like you may even be starting a new romantic relationship. I'm keeping this to career and money, but I feel like it's almost like this whole new life, you know, like not just in your career and money sector. Some of you might be moving. You see how she's kind of like walking on the earth and moving to a new location. You know, just kind of like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for that fresh start. And I feel like with it, you have gained a lot of wisdom. You know, you see the bigger picture. You see how pieces have come together in order to get you to this new beginning. Emotional loss. Yeah. So this is your obstacle. Still missing someone or something that you've had to leave behind. When you step onto a new path, there are people or situations that you have to admit are staying behind. For some of you, you may have been trying for some time to have this person come along with you, or this job or this career. It's something that you are having to leave behind. You've already left it behind, okay? But this is the emotional, kind of like the emotional burden of, the emotional realization that you are stepping forward on your own. And that can be hard. You know, that can sometimes be difficult. Sometimes, you know, the actual breakup, or, you know, a lot of times we have a lot of support at the very beginning of a breakup or a tower moment or the ending of a job or something like that. You have friends, family that come in and give you the support that you need. But then everybody goes kind of back to their own life, right? And then you're kind of like left to do the healing, to pick up the pieces and move on a little bit by yourself. And I feel like some of you may feel a little bit like that, you know, like, they're pointing out the nautilus shell there. You know, you've pulled back the layers of this pain. You know, you've looked inside of yourself. You've taken one layer at a time and peeled it back, and you've gotten to your inner core. And you've done the healing. You have definitely done the healing. You're ready for this new start. Yeah, firm foundation. And good for you, Aries, because, you know, this is the Four of Wands energy. The energy of really doing the work, so that stepping forward, as you step onto this new path, you really have a firm foundation. You know, you didn't just jump into the next job, or jump into the next career, or jump into the next relationship. You know, you took your time with it. You did the healing. You did the introspection. You went down deep. You know, you peeled back all of the layers. You got down to the heart of the matter. You did your inner child work. I think that's why all of this yellow and orange is showing up. You know, you did the work. And now it's kind of like you're stepping into this new energy of, okay, I'm ready for the new. What is it? Yeah, foundation and achievements. Once again, stepping into that energy of really knowing that you have done the work and that whatever you build on whatever you have left. And for some of you, Aries, you may feel like you don't have a lot left, but whatever you have left, it is solid. It is solid as a rock, and it will see you through to the end. You will be able to go the distance in whatever it is that you want to do, no matter when in the future, right? Because you have that strong foundation. Yeah, and stepping into your power, understanding, having the strength and the courage to go forward in your own power. Whatever happened in the past that made you have to go through this difficult ending and, really go down deep. It was on your path because the foundation was not solid. You did have to go back and rebuild that foundation. And that is really difficult work. But you've done it and you're through it. Yeah. I really feel like you're through it. You may feel a little bit still of the aftermath of it because this is still here. But the truth of the matter is the best is yet to come. You really have gotten to that point. So let's see what your lesson is. Material and spiritual prosperity. Really interesting because this is your life lesson. This is kind of, if you wanted to, this is your strength and this is kind of like your weakness. It's what you're working on, but a lot of times this can be something that you work on your entire life. This is you having to come into this energy of being able to balance out material and spiritual prosperity. So sometimes when this card comes out, it means like you've been really focused on your career, or, getting your finances back in order. And that could have come after, a difficult ending. Say you got divorced or something like that. And you had to be kind of in survival mode, a little bit like, okay, I just have to get a roof over my head. I have to, be able to feed myself. I have to get to work. If you have children, I got to take care of them. It's kind of like you've had to go into survival mode for some time. So you could have worked on your career or finances. Or sometimes when people have a difficult ending, they also like focus on their career and money because they just want something to focus on instead of the emotional loss, right? But I feel like your soul is calling you back, saying, okay, Aries, you needed that time to heal. You needed to focus on your career and money for a while. But now it's time to balance that out with your soul's purpose. Sometimes we do have to go into survival mode and take the job that we need to take in order just to meet our, financial needs at that time. And now it's kind of like your soul is saying, yes, you did a really good job. You got through that difficult time. You're coming to the end of that. But, as you step into this next chapter, Aries, what is it that your soul is calling you to do? Because I don't feel like you have had time to think about what's my soul's purpose or what is my heart desire. It's almost, I'm not saying that you haven't, but it's just kind of like you haven't really had any extra time or energy in order to do that. Look at this. Yeah, after a period of, perhaps resting and revitalizing, reflecting, right? You've done that, right? You're finally finding your truth, what your soul's purpose is, and moving in that direction that you don't possibly want to just have the job that pays the bills, right? That you want to create something that helps other people heal. Look at this is popping out. It's about stepping into your truth of who you are, what your special gifts are, why you're here, who are you here to help? We're all here to help other people in different ways. And then I'm going to pull one more. Fulfillment and wishes. Your 9 of Cups. Stepping into your truth. I really feel like you're leaving that survival mode and now saying, okay, I'm back I'm back. It's kind of like Aries is like, I'm back, and you're back. But this time you're standing in your truth and you're going after what you really and truly are wanting, wishing for, dreaming of. Focusing on your goals, on what you want to create, on what you want to bring into this world, on how you want to help people, on how you want to use your gifts. To bring so much more love and self-awareness and raising the conscious level of the, the collective. So let's see what your outcome is. Yeah. And then look at this. You have the World card coming full circle, finishing out this circle. This chapter in your life, ending it, ending the tough times because you've done the healing to your sacral chakra. Look at there, your sacral chakra is coming out. And see, look at all of this orangey gold color, right? You've done the healing. You've gone within. You've done the healing. And so now it is time, for you to reap the benefits of all of that work. Wow, really lovely. Of going back to what it is that your heart truly desires, what it is that you want to create. That's your sacral chakra. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, having a lot of conflict in, your home environment. It could be in your work environment, but I really feel like a lot of you have had a lot of trials and tribulations in your home life, whether that is with a romantic partner or family relationships, friend relationships. There's been a lot of conflict, but that conflict helped you to get closer to what it is that is really important to you, to look at what your core beliefs are of where you want to go with your life. And it has helped you to build this strong foundation for yourself of your beliefs, of your patterns of behavior, of knowing where you want to go, of having the courage to step into your truth. Wow, really lovely. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Once again, this is kind of like your lesson, your area of resistance. Yeah. So it's the Page of Wands is kind of like learning something, the lesson that you are learning. For some of you, you may still be toying with the idea, not really sure, can I really follow my soul's purpose? Can I walk my spiritual path and still have the prosperity in the 3D world that I really want? Can I really bring both of those together? Can I really follow my heart's desire and still, in the job that I want to have, in the career that I want to have, and also have the money in order to purchase or to, give or have those things that really mean a lot to me? And yes, yes, the answer is yes. I think you're still doubting it. It's kind of like, you could have one day where you're like, yeah, I'm going to follow my heart. And then the next day, the electric bill comes and you go, well, not today. Can't follow my heart today. I got to go pay the electric bill. And it's kind of like you're having difficulty understanding that you can have both, that walking your soul's purpose and doing it with love will also help bring you the prosperity that you want in the material world. Yeah, getting really clear. I really feel like a lot of you are actually moving, physically moving, but getting really clear about how to move forward, how to listen to your heart, to your intuition, to your inner knowing, to what your soul is asking of you, to figure out how to have that and also how to have what it is that you want in the 3D. It's about blending, right? Blending the 3D and the 5D. This message has been coming up a lot in my readings lately. I really feel like we're moving into this new realm where we understand that that we can have it all. That there isn't, you have to give up this to have that. It's that energy of this and that are true, right? It's been coming in for some time, but it is really strong with this new moon in Taurus. All right. Yeah. Look at this. Nine of Swords. Okay, I want to show you. I'll pick this up. So what we have here is this back and forth energy, right? Sending out love. Oh, wait a minute. I feel abandoned. I feel like I'm not getting enough. Oh, wait a minute. I'm starting a new cycle. I'm feeling more inspired. Oh, wait a minute. What happens if it all goes away? Kind of going back and forth. But you're overcoming that because every time you go back to love and you don't allow the fear to win out in your decisions about how you are going to move forward. It's this energy that every single time that you make that decision to look at things from a trusting, loving type of energy, that you will be rewarded. And it's about pushing out those any negative thoughts that are still left around, pushing those out and allowing the positive to come in. Where am I with my health goals? Where do I want to be? Why am I not there? What will it take for me to feel well? If my body could talk, it would say, feed your body what it needs to feel nourished, appreciated, and loved. Make some new, exciting goals to take your health to the next level. And I think that this card is coming out for you. I'm not sure. That card may have come out for you in your last reading too. This has been a long journey for you. When we go through something that is emotionally draining, what we sometimes don't realize is the physical toll that it takes on our body. When you're going through something that's difficult, it's really easy not to eat the healthy meal, to eat more convenient foods, right? It's easy to say, I'll exercise tomorrow. I just don't feel like it today. It's easy to not journal, not meditate, right? It's easy to get tied up looking at social media or binge watching shows or something because it's a way to escape, right? And then you go down that rabbit hole and before you know it, it's 2 o'clock in the morning and you have to get up at 5, right? But sometimes we fall into those patterns because all we're doing is putting one foot in front of another. It's this energy of, I just have to keep going. I don't have time to really, or energy to really, think about what's really good for me. And it's so counterproductive for us, right? But at the same time, it's this energy of, I just have to, keep going. And right now, I just want to sit here and binge watch Netflix, So I feel like that is part of what you are having to give up at this time, is to reassess your health goals. How are you taking care of yourself? The way that we take care of ourselves is also the way that we show ourselves that we love ourselves. When we choose to eat healthy foods, we are choosing to take good care of our body. When we choose to go to bed at a decent time and get 8 hours of sleep, right? We are choosing to take good care of our bodies. And that is also choosing to say, I am worth it. I'm worth cooking a healthy meal for. I am worth putting down, the devices so that I can get a full night's sleep. I am worth, taking a 20-minute walk after dinner so I get some exercise in. And sometimes that is really hard, but I feel like you're coming into this cycle where it's kind of like, yes, things are going to start speeding up for you. You're going to need more energy, more mental clarity. So it's about, starting those healthy habits. If you haven't already, it's about starting those healthy habits so that you can go the distance because you have something big on your path. And so the universe is saying, please, Aries, take really good care of yourself because we need you to be able to go the distance. Really interesting. Friendship. Special friends are there to help me and bring me strength during difficult times. I'm not sure. I think either Sagittarius or Leo got the same energy. Yeah, I think you have had some special friends on your path as you have been going through this. You can now see they could have even been somebody that, just helped you out for an hour, a stranger that, helped you with a flat tire or something like that. There's been people along your path, and now you're starting to see every time somebody did something kind for you when you were going through this, difficult time. That was an angel that was put on your path to help you to be able to get up one more time and to walk a little farther. Because there's something really special, a special gift that you have, Aries, that it's getting really close to time. I'm not sure you're right there yet, but you're really close to this time of needing to share your gift and your talent, your love, your light with the world. And so the universe is really saying, Aries, please take good care of yourself. Get ready because we have a new chapter coming in, and it's going to be big. I really feel like a lot of you are going global or moving. There's something big coming on your path, and it's about getting ready for it. Okay, so let's see. We're going to pull an angel message here and see what we have here. Judgment. Let go of your fear of being judged. You are good enough. It is time to release all that you have kept safely locked away in your heart. Your true essence and potential have been restricted by structure and method for long enough. You know how I was saying that there were like these bars or wands in front of the moon? It's kind of like, yes, you have been restricted for some time. It's kind of like somebody's coming through and they're going to chop down all those trees, and you are going to be shining your light. And I really do feel it's almost like overnight. There is no right or wrong way. Just be you. And I feel like that is what you have. When you had to peel back all of these layers, it's because you had to take off all of these layers of, what your mom thought, of what your dad thought, of what maybe your childhood religion thought, of what your community thought, of what your friends think, your partner thinks. You had to take off all of those and take a look at them and say, well, do I believe that? Is that what I want for me? Like, I feel like you've spent a lot of time taking off these layers and really analyzing them, right? And now you had to take all those layers off so you could get down to what you believe about who you are, where you're going, what your light is, what your gift, your talent is, how you are here to help heal the world. And now you're coming into this time where your gift, you're really going to stand into sharing your gift with the world. So it's an exciting time. It really is an exciting time. And I do feel like you are getting, you're closing out this cycle. It's very soon, like in May. I think you are closing out this cycle, maybe even with the new moon in Taurus on the 30th, closing out and getting ready to start a new cycle. All right, Aries, I do personal readings. If you're interested, the link is in the description box below. And I always do appreciate all of your likes, comments, and subscriptions. Thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it. And I wish you much light and love in this situation and all your situations. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.